this side. We're gonna show the chair. These my nephews. Sit right here, buddy. Sit right here. Yeah. Sit right here. Let's go for the next one. Next. There we go. Any questions?
Aaron, given how much you've improved on your three-point shooting over a calendar year, how rewarding was it to get that shot, and just for this team, how you guys have stayed connected? You wouldn't let this one get away when it was all set up to say, hey, maybe we win game 2 because we're all tired from game 7. Just take me through your three, what it means, and the way this team refused to let this game get away.
Well, I've worked on my jumper a lot, throughout the years. You guys have seen maturation of it, so it's nice to have it all culminate in a game winner. But it really comes down to my teammates like Russ making a great play and finding me in transition and in rhythm, on time, on target. So it helps when you have a Hall of Fame passer passing to you. But, we just didn't want to miss the moment. We didn't want to miss the opportunity. We knew if we waited, it may be too late. So I'm glad we showed our, mettle, but our grit, but we're not satisfied.
How loud did you guys cheer when he made that shot?
We cheered like a lot.
I bet.
He was popping his jersey.
Aaron, Coach Adelman called you the soul of this team. What does that mean to you?
I think we have a really soulful group. I think a lot of guys out there just are leaders. We have a lot of leaders, and we guys that have really high character guys and guys that want to win, and guys that play for the right reasons. So when you bring everybody together that has that same mindset and has that same soulful approach to the game, you get something special.
Aaron, Coach Adelman keeps mentioning that he thinks you guys are an honest locker room, but also that you've become one over the course of the year. Do you agree with that?
An honest locker room?
Honest with each other, having tough conversations with each other, and he said it allows him to just kind of focus on coaching and schematics.
Absolutely. We hold each other accountable, and we have high IQ guys on this team and high character guys on this team. So when we're speaking to each other, it comes from a place of experience, knowledge, wisdom, and compassion. And it just allows DA to just focus on the X's and O's and some of the pep.
Is it something you guys have gotten better at in the last month?
Yeah, we've been able to communicate, but we don't got no punks on this team.
When the Thunder went on their run in the past against other teams, that's normally when they try to put teams away, but y'all were able to withstand it. What were you telling yourselves to be able to keep yourselves in the game and make that second half charge?
We've been through a lot, this group, and we've come from behind to win in plenty of games. It's not necessarily what we try and do or what we want to do, but we know that we've been in that position before and we can do it. So we saw the time, we saw the score, and we know what we were trying to accomplish, and we got it done tonight.
Russ kind of touched on that, and so did CB, about this team being there before. Russ talking about you guys won the championship obviously before he got here, but these moments not being too big. Can you sense that that's an advantage you have against a younger team in this case?
Yeah, we know what it takes. We know what it takes to get there, to get to that mountaintop, to get over the hump. And on the contrary, we know if we're not giving what it takes, if we're not doing what we need to be, if we're not holding ourselves to the standard of championship level.
3 more kids, go ahead.
Christian was saying I'm sorry. Christian was saying how you pretty much live in the gym. You have one, right?
Yeah.
How often do you shoot at your gym versus like the Nuggets gym and all that and practice yourself?
Pretty much every day.
Along those lines, after all the work you've done
and in the gym, wherever. When that shot leaves your hand, do you know it's in? And how would that compare to, say, a year ago when you tried to take that shot?
When I shot it, did I know it was in? I knew it wasn't a miss. You know?
That's good.
Yeah.
Aaron, you guys kind of had your backs against the wall for the last 3.5 weeks. You know, you guys were fighting to stay out of the play-in. Obviously, you were down 2-1 against the Clippers. Had to win in Game 4 on the road. You know, what's it been like, you know, you guys having to kind of fight back and show resilience, you know, just so many times, you know, over the last month? And is it kind of a thing where you guys are kind of used to it and you've been in this spot and, you know, you kind of know how to react to it?
Yeah, we have a lot of poise in this group, you know. We got a lot of just, you know, grit, like I was saying. But, you know, it's not the position that we want to put ourselves in with our backs against the wall. But I'm knowing that I know how this group responds, and I have faith that we can respond when we are in those situations. But, you know, that's not where we want to be.
Aaron, you've got the young ones with you, so I'll take you away for basketball just for a moment. When they're in a position where it may not look like they should keep trying, but you want them to, what advice will you give them?
These guys?
Yeah.
It gets greater later. You know, so stick with it. You know, be a demonstration of resiliency.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, buddy. Good job. You guys were so patient. Good job. That's it. You guys ready? You want to say go Nuggets? You want to say go Nuggets? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. All right, come on. Let's go, guys. Come on, Bola. Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll get Joker in here shortly.
Joker, you've called Aaron one of your 5 favorite teammates in your career before.
I said the best.
You said the best.
Yeah.
5 of your best
That
teammates.
was like making top five of my career life, whatever his name.
Sure. And now, since that comment, you've seen him hit 2 game winners in the playoffs. Is it awesome seeing that moment for what others have called the soul of the team?
Yes, I mean he had big free throws before that, so he made both of them. He had the big box out on the Caruso, I think. Was it Caruso? And he made a really big shot for us, you know, and he deserves it. He's like I said, he's the soul of this team. He's a glue guy. probably doesn't give the much respect that he deserves. But I think he doesn't need like attention, so he knows what he's doing. So I'm happy for him.
Nikola, CB and Russ and asked AG about you guys having been here before. How much does experience play into being able to stick with it through the game and certainly in those last 2 minutes as time's winding down?
I mean, I think most of the nights we are, like I said, finding the way. We are, of course, we have games and nights that we are not doing that and we don't look like that. But I think generally looking, we know how to. At least we get the shot what we want, whatever. Even against the team they're playing really, really good on defensive end. So we've been, yes, like the guy said, we've been through this and we've been in this situation. So.
Going back to Aaron just for a second, Nikola, given everything that he's been through in the past year, what can you say about him as just a human being?
I mean, he's great, you know. He told me he's gonna visit me in Serbia, and he showed up. I was like, whoa, there he goes. He's, of course, we share a lot of stories, we share a lot of emotions together. So he's a great person, great guy.
And then your game tonight, how did you learn as the game evolved what Oklahoma City was doing defensively against you?
I mean, they were definitely coming. You know, I think I had like 4 or 5 block shots. So they blocked my shots 4 or 5 times. They steal all the balls. They were aggressive. You know, that's what they do. They're playing passing lanes. They are. I mean, maybe I was not cautious. Maybe I was just playing loose. But I just needed to be aggressive, and I think I did it the best of my capabilities.
It felt like, I mean, you were in foul trouble, sort of. There was flagrant fouls. And you're battling and scratching, but you never lost your composure. You didn't, and you and this team never let this game get away from you. How were you able to stay calm in the moment as it looked like a few times, you know, the crowd's going crazy, it's spinning out of control? How were you able to keep it from getting away from you and this team?
It's a game of runs, you know. We know that they're gonna make runs, especially in this arena, especially how they play fast in transition. They're gonna make like 4 or 6 or 8 runs, you know. And we need just don't lose, like you said, don't lose even. Foul, somebody fouled, whatever. Just don't lose composure and try to be organized, you know, on the offensive end.
Joker kind of building off that, they were chanting free throw merchant at that, and curious what you thought of that, and how much do you rely on your experiences in Serbia? I've heard you say crowds here don't bother you.
To be honest, I didn't hear that, but that's kind of funny.
But then how much do you rely on your experiences in Serbia when you're dealing with crowds like this, or how much does that help you?
I mean, to be honest, even playing in Serbia, I played even in like small gyms where it's like literally 30 people and you can hear everything what they're saying to you. So sometimes I think that's the worst because and I play in front of a lot of people. I play even for national team. I play in front of other countries. So it's definitely an experience that I don't get. I'm gonna say I don't get distracted by fans. Let's say like that.
Tonight, Coach talked about how honest this team is, especially during those tougher conversations during the game. From the outside looking in, how would you describe what it's like to be a part of a team with minimal egos and one common goal?
Yes, definitely. I think we're definitely getting on each other, especially lately. We are just telling the truth, and we are, accepting it, and the guys accepting it. Whoever is if someone says something to me or whatever, we are accepting it, and we just want to win. You know, it's a great feeling inside of the team, and hopefully we can continue to play like this and feel like this.
One of those guys that you were battling against down low was Isaiah Hartenstein. Just curious to know what you remember from his time in Denver, playing alongside him, and just how impressed are you with the type of player he's become?
It was a long time ago, but yes, of course, in New York he kind of stood out, step up like in his game. He's doing an amazing job. You know, he knows where to be. He's always there. He's attacking the offensive glass. He's sending great screens to open guys up. He has a really good touch, like floater, whatever is like. How much is that? Is that 16 feet? Is that whatever is the floater area? I mean, I think he developed himself a really, really good player. Pleasure like always, guys.